Nothing like a little stubble rubble.
They heard that. It doesn't have the same impact because it's got it for them out there, but not for me.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back. So you are heading to the other side of town. All right. Heading over there, you can see that there is a let's see, a large the cathedral itself. A couple of
Are there a lot
ruined
of tubes there?
What?
Are there a lot of tubes?
Tudes?
Tooths.
Tudes?
Tubes.
T-O-O-T-H-S.
Oh.
We're making fun of you, Ken.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
You can make fun of my English all you want. I'm terrible at it. I believe I've said that multiple times.
Yep.
Yes.
English
Are there
is
any
not my
chork
friend.
bones?
No chork bones, and no one knows what the heck a chork is. There are also a couple collapsed buildings. There is a single intact building, one that seems mostly intact, a little bit more than the average ones, and a building not anywhere near as large as the cathedral, but a fairly large building that seems to be at least halfway intact. There also is a gigantic hole in the kind of cobblestone over near that building.
Well, we've seen a hole before, and it didn't end well. At least for the people who were infected.
I'm sorry, I missed anything after hole.
Which hole? The first or the
So-
second?
I've seen many before.
It looks as though there's
Why don't you go get a closer look?
two smaller houses in varying degree of good condition that you could explore. The cathedral, the larger building, and if you really, really wanted to, the hole.
So, 2 small buildings, large building, cathedral. And on a high note.
Meh.
And
Sure.
maybe go to a hole.
Rufus
I
has lost kind of his excitement after that encounter.
Yeah. Tim doesn't have any excitement left for this place. He's
Okay.
over it.
Yeah.
Especially after
Alright.
the people armor.
Actual people.
The people armor is off-putting.
Yeah.
Little.
One of the buildings, I'm just going to have you go quickly through that one. It's just, this building here is an intact home. There doesn't seem much to it, but it is actually in good condition, easily defendable, and if you wanted to, it's a nice place to stay.
Oh, question. When you saw the papers in that building that we were just in,
Mm-hmm.
did the language look familiar?
I understood it.
Well,
don't remember what it
don't you have that spell on so you understood it?
Yeah, that doesn't mean he recognizes the languages. He just understands.
That's what I was just asking is...
He would have to wait till the spell be over and then look at it and try to figure that out.
It appears as a normal language.
Right. You should have took one of those papers.
Oh, I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
I brought them with me.
Okay.
I will know soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the one building, perfectly fine place to stay. The other building, as you pushed open the door, dust and debris fall to the ground, and in front of you is a large tree that seems to dominate the center of the building, choking and kind of piercing through the roof. It looks as though maybe something hit the roof long ago, rather than the tree kind of burst through it. It looks like the roof collapsed in, and the tree just found a nice place to kind of move into it.
As trees do.
Yeah.
Wouldn't we have noticed that there was a large tree coming out of the building and not even bothered opening the door?
I mean, it's different than the other buildings, because it looked like it was at least partially intact, I said.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. The other ones that are infested by forest are, like, really infested by forest, like multiple trees and, like, walls kind of barely holding on and stuff like that.
Quick little look around.
Okay. The first floor seems to have an old sitting room that's filled with small insects and animals. It's got a mantle with a crossbow over it. And there's a set of stairs which are still actually usable that heads up to a second floor.
Let's take a look at that crossbow.
It's a light crossbow. It's in broken condition, but it's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna take it down and hand it to Nokren and say, this is broken.
But it can be
That's
repaired.
Noted.
It's not destroyed, though.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's a light crossbow. That's not exactly exciting for me, but, well, actually
It could be
is. I
useful
could use it.
in... It also could be useful for trade in town.
Yeah, potentially. I could also use it once it's repaired as an option when I'm not
Spelling.
to cast any more spells. Let's go upstairs. Actually, wait. Is there anything in the room here apart from the crossbow?
It was like a sitting room. It's filled with insects and animals, so not really.
No. Fuck it. Upstairs.
Upstairs leads into a kind of bedroom area where the room is dominated by the fact a large branch from the tree is piercing through it and kind of breaking through part of the wall on the other side. The branch itself actually looks a little sickly and diseased. Maybe it's not really healthy for it to be going through a room.
Hey, Nokren.
Yep.
Is this diseased or gross? Or...
Let me have a look for you. It's
This is diseased or gross.
Give me a second.
And just sit here for 10
You
minutes.
do not
and I'm
detect
gonna-
an actual disease on it.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm just gonna do knowledge nature.
Yeah.
Well,
Curse you and your being sort of smart.
Yeah.
huh.
You do not detect an actual disease on it. Seems like
Okay.
whatever's afflicting it is not an actual disease.
Okay.
Then
I
in
will
that-
Could
relay
just be
that
sickly
information.
from going through a room, maybe, and
Yeah.
not having a lot of light.
I'll relay that just in case.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
I'd like to have a proper look around.
Sure.
Then,
Oh, so shit.
would anyone like? Oh yeah, sorry, thank you.
Would
you were
anyone?
yawning,
Yes.
I wasn't really sure what you said.
I'll assist you.
Okay.
And then his brain caught up.
Yeah. There seems to be not much in here, but there is an unopened chest in decent condition.
Ooh, I'll perceive it.
It kind of was pushed towards the back of the room, and it appears to have been by like other broken furniture and stuff. It's unlocked. It's just sitting there.
Open.
Inside appears to be a clerical clergy's outfit in decent shape, a breastplate, a morning star, and a key. The outfit seems to be of a ceremonial nature.
This might be useful for the cathedral. I'll point to the key.
Yes, probably. I'm gonna
Yeah.
take the key and hold on to it. I want to just do an Arcana check on the. That was for the Morning Star specifically, unfortunately, probably. And I
It
wanna
just
do
seems to
it
be a
again.
normal morning star, as far as you can tell.
Okay. And I want to take a look at the clergy as well.
Okay.
And I destroy it in the process, I'm sure.
Yeah, you like do some damage to it, like accidentally, but it just seems to be clerical outfit. Nothing seems necessarily magical in this group of items.
Okay. I'm gonna hide the fact that I tore a little bit of the sleeve and just roll that up a little bit, and then I'm gonna bring it with us, and I'm gonna
Alright.
bring the Morning Star with us as well. But I'm gonna hand the Morning Star to someone else because I can't use this.
There's also
Okay.
a breastplate in there if anybody wants it.
Oh, the breastplate! I forgot to look at the breastplate. I'm gonna look at the breastplate with my magics.
No one wants it, Candace.
No one wants it, I know.
I do damage to the
You
breastplate
can
too.
It's
I'll take the morning
The,
star.
the
if you're
breastplate seems like it's a very powerful magical artifact. No.
Cool.
Even more so.
going. Let me.
I'm
It might
gonna
be
be
useful in
honest.
town.
Let's bring this back. I think this thing is really cool. I'm gonna hand it to Nokren.
Yep. Let me just. What type of magic is it? I would. I spent time switching.
You
it over,
do
right.
not detect any magic on it.
It's really cool.
It looks shiny.
He didn't say magical. He said cool.
Yeah, it's true. You're like, is it magical?
No, Nokren's actually like confused because of what he said, and there's no magic on this.
Of course there isn't. It's just a very cool breastplate.
I mean, it is made of metal, which would be cooler than the surroundings, so...
It's ancient, it's from a different civilization, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's also metal that our town is
Yeah,
lacking.
the metal is what would have made Nokren
Yes.
go, all right, okay, yeah, we're gonna
This
start
is
packing in.
definitely what I meant. Just walk right out of here, looking at the key.
Can I just
and
say,
really go to
the
the
best
church.
part about that was that I like Discord fucked up for a second, and I missed the majority of what happened, except for him saying that it was magical, and like so I didn't realize until I looked up and saw the one, and you said it wasn't magical. I'm like, oh, that explains so much.
I will follow Tim out and just whisper to him, "Vakorashrak." In other words, you're full of shit.
And in Orcish back, I'll just say, yes, but they don't know that.
Do you want to go to the large building or the cathedral next?
Did anyone else take the Morning Star, or should I add that to my own?
Rufus has it right now.
No, I was
And
saying I was pointing up, as into Nokren.
the big
Give it
guy.
to-
Oh, okay.
Oh, then yes, I gave it to you, Nokren. I just handed it off. Like I wasn't looking at
He
who I
looked at it
handed
and
it
went, "Nah, I
to.
don't want it."
Yeah,
Somebody
just
grabbed
not
it.
for me.
Walker
I'm
just like
looking
attaches
at
it to his backpack where he had like the swords before.
Yeah, I'm like, I have no use for this.
Yeah.
It's probably it's almost my size.
I was just handing it backwards. I have no idea who took it. It's fine.
Hey,
We should go to the big
Chantis,
building.
Yes.
what was broken on the crossbow?
It says damaged.
Like the wood base or the string.
If we're talking about it's like
Range
it's at half
dodger
hit
or-
points, and it therefore suffers from the condition of a item when it is at half hit points.
It's
Yes,
horribly
well-
worn.
Is it just horribly worn, like you said? Is
It's
the,
like-
is
it's
it
like
the wood?
worn,
Is the
like-
string gone?
The string is like gonna break in a second, kind of thing. Probably needs to be replaced. Parts of the wood.
It
are
could be
damaged.
So
shot,
general
but
maintenance.
it could.
It requires general maintenance
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be shot, but it's not going to do well.
because the specifics are actually kind of important. depending on
I believe what it would be in this condition is you would have disadvantage to fire it. It could still be used, but you would have that in order not to like break it and stuff.
Okay.
All right. So, as a
big building,
big building. Okay.
big building, then
Um,
cathedral.
You see signs at the front of the big building that this looks to be a blacksmith shop.
Fuck yeah.
Let's do this.
It's all going to be worn and destroyed, don't you?
Yeah, I'm
What
like, you
do
guys are
I
really
s-
hopeful.
What
Finn.
do I
Look
sense
for
at the
something that
door?
is particularly undusty for some reason. And then he walks in.
Yeah. The building is partially collapsed, with many plants invading the area. This appears to be the shop floor where the products were either taken or rusted too much, from what you can see. There are broken shelves and displays that are kind of covered in plants. Towards the back of this shop area, the remains of the main desk leans against a tree with vines kind of moving around it.
Moving around?
Like it was kind of like growing around it.
Oh, okay, but
Yeah,
they're not
sorry.
actively
They're
moving.
not actively
Okay,
moving.
wait.
I'm
Not
sorry.
actively.
And
moving,
it's a main desk, you said?
Like probably like a shop desk, you know. Like,
Okay, no, that's all I was at. Like,
Yeah.
is it like a work desk or is it like a clerical desk?
Like a clerical desk, like, you know, this would you have out where people would come and, like, you know, you do business.
Place their orders.
I'm
I'm
gonna
going to look around behind it.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna say I was gonna do
Oh,
that.
sorry.
Okay.
No, it's okay.
I see nothing.
I was gonna investigate specifically, but I can't investigate shit today.
Oh my god.
I
yeah.
never
Unless you're getting
investigate.
assistant.
I just hit my head on the fucking desk. That's what happened. I bent down to look in something and I just fucking smacked my face.
Yeah, you're like not feeling very good.
And I'm kind of looking at you like, and not paying attention to what I was looking at now.
Y'all got, he got all discombobulated from the flying.
Yeah, the two of them seem like messed up.
I'm having a bad day. Just
Do you want some help?
Nokren's gonna sit down and do his thing while they're doing their first investigation. And once they're done with that, he's gonna investigate himself.
Okay. Go ahead.
Would you
I'm
like
gonna
some
sit
help?
down.
Does someone want to help me?
You two have fun.
I'm not doing investigation. I'm making right.
I'm just gonna do my own Oh no, I don't see anything.
I was going to say I was going to
Magic
assist you
help.
then. I can assist you.
Oh,
I was
okay.
asking, does anyone want help or need help or?
It might
Sorry,
be
I
better
was
the
bad.
reverse, though. I'm kind of sure that Rufus has a fear bonus.
Yeah, but I'm using the detect magic.
For
so-
investigation, I have a +1.
Oh, then you're about to say. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'll just roll the second roll.
Yeah, go
then.
ahead. Roll a second.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
better.
Okay. With Rufus's help, you are able to notice that there seems to be an actual small tunnel through the plants and the rubble
Oh,
behind the desk.
okay.
How small?
How small?
A medium creature could maybe get through there. It's a tight squeeze, but they could pass through. Rufus, you wouldn't have much problem.
I pull a rope out and start tying it around me.
So it is bigger than a cat.
Yes, this one's bigger than a cat. This seems just to be a tunnel through the rubble and through the plants, rather than through the ground.
Okay.
Nokren grabs the
Tim,
rope.
can I ask a favor?
Potentially.
Could you put some dancing lights in this hole?
It's not the
It's
first time. I've asked
interesting
that.
sentence.
It's, I mean, sure.
Thank you.
He'll put
You light up my
in your
hole.
Very awesome.
Between the roots and plants, you go through the small tunnel. Darkness, except for the dancing light, seems to be all that's in there, and the path winds through the undergrowth. After kind of squeezing through, you find yourself into a kind of, maybe it was originally a storage area in the back of the shop. Roots and plants are kind of like covering the walls of this area. That they seem to like being pushed into it. Probably the best items the shop are once kept here. You see a skeletal remains that seems to be back here. The remains have obvious claw marks in the bones. There are a number of crates and racks in this area. The remains is dressed in a actually pretty decent chain shirt that seems to be made of almost silver, and it has a polearm at its side and a small pouch.
I'm going to pull out a caltrop
Mhm.
and toss it at it.
Okay. It clinks off the skull.
Okay. I'm being safe here.
It's fine.
I also want to make a knowledge nature check in the area, just make sure the plants aren't like poisonous or threatening or anything.
Sure.
They glare at you menacingly.
They're fine.
They're plants.
You have disturbed it.
Yeah, it's carrying a pike.
Okay. I guess I'll try to. Should I investigate or perceive?
What do you see down there, Rufus?
Well, I see a skeleton. It's
Anything
not
else?
reacting to anything. I also see some nice.
There
nice
does
tree
seem to be a lot, like piles of equipment that are kind of here. Most of are broken apart, but there does seem to be a couple things that might be able to be salvaged in amongst
Is
them.
it metal stuff?
Do you want help?
Wait a moment. I have an idea. I'm going to pull out. I'm going to take the fishing net.
I say in Orcish to Orn. He's gonna get himself killed.
I'm going to take the human
That's so
vest that
bad
I'm
at
wearing,
this
the
point.
halfling vest that I'm wearing off, and put it in the fishing net
Mhm.
to kind of give it some better catch-all,
Mhm.
and start shoveling stuff into it, and then tie the rope off around it.
Okay.
I'm tying the rope for me. That's including the chain shirt and stuff. I guess I'll try to just move with the pike because I don't think that's going to really be easy with that.
Okay.
And anything is salvageable. And I'll say, gently pull. I'm coming back. I have a net full of stuff.
I begin to pull.
Okay.
I'm not touching.
I'm also going to try to help guide it from the back so it doesn't get
So
snagged.
you're like pushing it through.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. You will be able to bring forth a set of items from the back and bring it forward.
And I'm dragging the polearm behind me.
You like push, chink, 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 push.
Push. Well, I know someone who might want that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
The dirt.
he brings forth a pike that he drags behind him. In amongst it, you can find a chain shirt, which Grits you will recognize from some earlier knowledge. It is a mithril chain shirt.
Ooh.
You can see that there is a small pouch that the guy had on his side that, looking in there, is 7 gold piece and a key. A very elaborate looking key. It looks like large and elaborate.
I'll take the key.
Okay. From in amongst the other junk, most of it looks to be broken apart, but there seems to be 2 things that stand out. A fine-looking ring that seems to be made of like a strange iron band with a kind of symbolism on it, and a weird-looking kind of metal rod that's got also kind of strange symbols on it.
Reaching
Okay.
towards the ring. One ring.
I'm also
Them
reaching
all.
towards the ring.
Everybody back away from it.
Cool thing?
Yes. There seems to be magic coming from the ring and the rod.
Dagger moving towards Rufus's hand.
Oh, and the pike.
Okay, I will relay that information.
Sorry, it was a ring, a rod,
A pike.
pike.
And technically speaking, I guess you could have noticed that the key also emanates magic from it.
And the chainmail, you said, right?
That's just mithril, so it's
Mithril.
technically not magical.
No.
Wait,
Does that count as a light armor then?
wait, who
It's
emanates
got-
magic
it's
from it?
cha-
Yeah, if it's mithril, it
It's
would
got
be
special properties.
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It's one class lighter.
It's
Yeah.
the mithril
Sorry.
chain shirt. I'm
My
sorry.
disciple's
yes.
acting up a ton. What was the last thing that emanated magic? You said?
The key,
The key.
Oh, the key.
which
Okay, I
I'm
would
now
relay that
holding,
information.
so
Yeah.
I'll note that it's magical.
Okay.
I mean, there's one
Uh.
more ritual that someone could cast that I think they have that spell. But I'm just saying.
Yep, I do.
Uh-huh.
I'm just typing things. 1 second.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Hey, Orn, what kind of armor are you wearing?
Human.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay, it is a ring of
Can
protection.
identify.
It's a ring of protection.
Eh,
Yeah.
I have the I have a cloak of protection, so
I also have a cloak of protection.
The rod is a movable
Yeah,
rod.
bracers. Ooh.
Yeah,
an
but I
original
also
rod,
cannot
nice.
wear armor.
Uh-huh.
Does anyone mind if I take this chain shirt?
No, I don't mind.
I
I
don't
would
care.
like that
I
ring,
can't-
is nice, but
I'm
I
going to
also
take off
won't
my
disagree.
chain shirt. I'm going to take off my spiked studded leather then, and put on the chain shirt.
Okay.
Okay.
all the getting naked.
Yep.
I have underclothes. What are you talking? I'm not
No,
just.
you don't. Let's be honest. You do not wear underclothes.
Yes, I do.
No, you
I
don't.
would chafe against leather. Come on.
What's
Like you care.
I care about my chafing.
Nokren, grab that studded leather armor. We should bring that back with us.
No, I
Oh.
agree. I'm putting it in the pile of stuff.
Yeah. No, I'm just telling him to grab it and put it with like the good stuff
Hey, Rachael.
Yeah.
for sale.
What's your AC?
I was already figuring that. I'm giving that up.
16 with the bracers.
I put on the ring.
Because now you have a 16.
You realize,
Yep.
as soon as we find better armor, though, I'm taking that ring from you.
I mean, what's better than human?
Plus one.
Anything non-human?
So the immovable rod. What are we doing with that? And also, you said the pike was magical too. What is the? Pike?
It is a vicious pike.
Vicious pike.
Ooh.
That's
How
good.
does that work?
That's real good.
So when you
When
score
you
a 20?
it does extra damage.
Yeah.
When you crit,
Yeah.
it is also
Okay.
considered a magical item.
Yeah,
So-
it doesn't have the +1 bonus, but does count as a magic, like for like overcoming defenses.
Resistances.
It does count as magical.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
I now have a 17 AC.
I know, still have the same things.
Yep.
If anything, you should take the
You
cloak of protection from him.
What?
The cloak of
You
protection
should- not
and
you,
the
him.
ring
Oh,
of
from
protection
Rufus, yeah.
give the exact same bonus.
Yeah.
Technically.
I know,
what,
but
Yeah,
Yeah,
but from
what
seven,
type of damage
Rufus,
is
who
pike?
now has the mithril armor, theoretically.
Is pike piercing or is pike
It's true.
Pike is
slashing?
It's
Pike is
slashing.
piercing. Is it? I thought it was
think.
piercing.
It could be piercing. It could be the piercing pole arm.
That's a pike would
Thanks.
be piercing. Well,
Roll 20.
It is-
Pike,
It is the
attributes.
piercing pole
Marshall.
arm. Yeah. It's heavy reach, two-handed, piercing. So it is the piercing,
Piercing.
pole arm.
Okay.
Yeah. It does the exact same damage as your glaive, though. It's just piercing.
Yeah.
so
Now you have 2 pole arms.
the
Yep.
immovable rod we should give to Grits. She's the most mobile out of all of us, and
It's
therefore
true.
can get into the best positions to use.
I think
such
that's a
thing.
good idea. Yeah.
Okay, I'll take it.
Um,
Push the button, stick it in place.
Yep.
So
Now,
wait,
Did
what's
did
the
I
what's the
identify
thing
if it had magic on there or anything?
For which one?
The key. You said it was emanating magic.
Let me look up a spell and let you know what it would be
Thank you.
then.
It's light. No.
You know, that rod would be amazing for a Red Rover.
For what?
Red.
Rover.
Oh.
This game.
The game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you just
Yeah.
meant red.
Just red?
No.
It has a transmutation effect on it. You're pretty sure it's because it's more magic item. You're pretty sure it mimics something similar to knock.
Okay, so because when I identify an item, if it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object,
Yes,
you learn its properties and how to use it. So you would use it like knock.
you would. It seems to be though specifically for a door.
Well, that's like any other key.
But I mean like, it is a door
No.
that might have magic on the door. That then
So instead of-
opens it.
Ooh.
So
I
it's
know
like
that there's the door below, but that's so fucking far away from here. Does
Yeah.
it seem like it would fit in that door that Kasula tried to get through?
probably not.
Yeah.
You get a feeling that maybe this key
Castle.
works on the castle doors.
Oh
That's-
yeah.
That was the other option.
Yeah.
And that was the more obvious option.
It
I
seems
Yeah.
to
let's
fit
just
with
eliminate the
the
possibility.
entire
The aesthetic.
the aesthetic of the
Yeah.
words on there. One of them is steel. Can open the seal.
Yeah. Cool. Let's go to the church real quick.
Yeah. All right. As
I
you're
have-
heading to the church, the ground seems to shake around you, just for a second, and then there's a quick scream, and then silence as Grits has disappeared.
What? Why do you take me?
That's the end of the session, and
Yeah.
you're going
Yeah.
to be gone.
Yes.
Shh.
Someone has been kidnapped.
Oh
Quick,
dear.
quick, grab all the healing potions off her.
I only have one. I used one.
Someone, depending on how long this takes, will either find a way out by themselves or will be rescued from being kept in food storage for future use.
Oh, dear.
Yay.
Okay.
We'll
How does
find
the-
out in a couple of weeks, though, when Chris can return to us.
When I return.
How does the vicious thing work again? Sorry, I'm trying to.
When you
Wait,
roll a
put it
20,
right in,
basically
don't
when you critical, it does extra damage.
How much extra damage?
7.
A lot. Wait, is it?
It might be dice. I'm looking up it right now.
Because I'm trying to find it. I
it
found
does
a
2d6 slashing.
3.5 one.
It does
Pardon?
2d6. I'm sorry, 2d6 piercing. It would be.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. It's just 2d6 extra damage of whatever type it is. So if it's doing piercing, it's doing piercing.
2d6.
Which is
That's
a
the one
pretty
thing.
decent amount extra damage.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a sneak attack.
What's the one I'm thinking of where it beheads them, and if it can't behead them because they're like a
Vorpal.
larger.
Vorpal.
Vorpal is
So let me just see
Vorpal.
how this works.
That's why.
I was not gonna grant you guys a legendary. I thought about it for a second, but I'm like, no, nothing. But I didn't even look at Vorpal. But I'm just saying
Yeah.
other legendary ones.
That's the one
It's
I
just-
was like, doesn't it do like a lot more damage? But I was thinking Vorpal. That's why.
This is what a pike looks like, which is why it's piercing damage.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's why I was asking if it was piercing damage. I thought it would be.
It's essentially a very long spear, mainly used against cavalry.
Yeah, spear with pointy bits sideways as well, sir.
So cool. All right, thank you everybody for joining us. Grits has been kidnapped by horrible creatures, horrible
those
subterranean
fucking stripes.
monstrosities. Yeah,
Knew we should have killed those things.
no,
Probably not.
Yay.
different subterranean monstrosities.
I guessed. I was.
Yeah.
I was joking.
These are worse.
Oh, I imagine
Great.
Hey, Tantus.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, Tim, are you trying to knock people into the hole? Like,
so.
Well, the hole kind of was covered over. It kind of like dug up, grabbed, and disappeared. You know.
Most
It's
of
like-
what I was trying to do was blow the hole back open.
Okay, yeah. It would not work, but we'll be fine with that. You're trying to you guys are trying to like follow after as best you can.
Yeah.
kind of desperation.
As
of,
much
like,
as
what
Tim
happened.
doesn't give a shit, he gives a shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not a bad person, so.
Yeah. Cool. You got a couple of keys. You explored a bunch of stuff. You actually found some nice lore stuff. It
Found
wasn't
some
bad.
jerks.
We leveled up.
Yeah.
Sweet.
You're wearing people.
He said, yeah.
Yeah, why are you wearing people, guys? I still don't understand.
Peoples is peoples.
He
But
said
did you
it.
say did
You said
you
it.
just
He said it. He
He
did.
said it. I changed the command.
I
He said
didn't
it.
say anything about that.
Yes.
Grit specifically asked, "Are we level
Did
4
we
yet?"
level
And you
up?
went,
He said,
"Yes."
No, I said yes to something else.
I can
People
swear
ask
you were
questions.
listing off the
I think we need
Well-
to go to the recording.
I did not respond to Grits with the level up answer.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
That's what they all say.
Uh-huh.
Oh, so we're level
It's
5
the
then.
perfect line. It's the perfect time for us to level up, then.
I could swear I heard you say you leveled
You're supposed to
up
level up
amongst
when you're in the
descriptions.
castle, thank you very much.
Okay,
Well,
fine.
Why did you put so much shit outside the castle, then?
Well, I mean, you had an interesting experience with sprites.
I'm just saying, why'd you
Who
put so
was
much
wrong?
shit outside the castle if we weren't supposed to level up outside the
We're
castle? Now
jerks.
we leveled up outside the castle. Isn't that weird? So weird that we leveled up outside the castle. We weren't supposed to level up outside the castle.
Anyway,
I think
thanks.
we leveled upside the castle.
Yeah.
you did
That's
level up
that's
outside
weird
the
how that happened.
castle. No.
Oh my goodness.
Nope. No. Anyway.
Wow. Such a surprise.
Thank you
So
everyone who
thrilled.
joined us today. This was a fun one. With very interesting experiences that I gave them options for, which I'm very happy about that. I like how they decided to take the questionable level. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Or
It's-
doesn't give a fuck.
I
And
know!
also,
and it's
You're
good.
gonna
first
walk-
magic
Like I
armor
said, you're gonna
options
walk
we've had.
back into
Yeah.
town.
Yeah, that
wearing
is
people.
the first. That was the first, like, oh,
Well,
dex-based
look.
defense.
As long as you don't
Yeah.
say anything, they probably won't notice you're wearing people.
Orn is going to be much more huggy now when he gets back to town.
Nope.
He has a sweet
Yes.
sense of humor.
Nope. Nope.
Is that a face on your armor? No. No, there's
Why
not-
would they put the
Why-
face
It's
there?
not
There
that
are
obvious.
holes.
I'm joking. It's
There
not
are
that...
holes in the face.
Are those nipples on your armor?
Bat nipples.
Yes. Directly here.
Alright, why don't everybody give a shout out to where you can find you and all that stuff? Tesh.
Hi, I'm Tesh of the Test Tube. You can find me on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter under the Test Tube. You can find me at twitch.tv/Olirant on Sundays at 7 p.m. EST. PST?
No, EST. You were right.
EST, I was right. Okay. So I get confused because time zones, and I'm in Australia. And you can find me here at this times, and maybe some other times in the future. We will see.
Maybe some other times.
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh,
Rachel.
Gotta be right as I'm yawning. Rachel, you can find me. I'm Jade Vala, pretty much everywhere. Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, other places. I am normally on here on Thursdays or on the Beauty Gamers channel or on my channel, but I will be out for the next 2.5 weeks. I'm going to the Shire.
Have fun.
Indeed. Joe.
I'm Joe. You can find me here. You'll
Yeah.
find me here on Saturdays, most of the time Sundays, and of course Thursdays.
Yep. Okay. Tiff.
Hi, I'm Tavalik, pretty much everywhere. Not that anyone who doesn't know that is watching, so fuck off.
Well, okay then.
Winter.
Hi. Find me at twitch.tv/WinterBearGames. Any links that you need for me are there. But you can find me on twitch.tv/Delric tomorrow. And it's actually at a different time tomorrow, so I don't know what's happening there, but check his stuff out for that, because I don't really
Working
know.
with stuff.
And then Sundays, I'm also on Ollie's show. It's Yarvaskir, Here Be Heroes, and it's a really awesome campaign with a lot of stuff going on. Really, really cool stuff. We just finished a pretty awesome quest. You can check it out. Those are over on Ollie's YouTube channel if you want to catch up. The other thing with that is that it's been a ton of fun so far, and you guys should go check it out because it's cool. It's fun.
Yes.
You can find me here on Thursdays. Also, you know, Mondays Siege sometimes when I've been feeling well enough, which I haven't lately, but that will change.
Yay! And as usual, I am the DM here. Dracovin, you can find me here daily. Unless something comes up, I think I'm doing the Hat in Time DLC because I totally just got that. And I finished the main game, and I just got the DLC literally today. So, I mean, I kind of want to do that then. So I'll totally do that tomorrow. And then maybe Arc tomorrow evening. We'll see. And then, yeah. And of course, remember, not only to be here back next week, but you guys out there watching this should totally check out Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Legacies of Kain, my Vampire the Masquerade game with Tiv. And,
Hi.
Yeah. It's going to be
I'm
fun.
a little
And other
whiskey in
people.
that game.
And
It's
other
not
people
just
too.
Tim.
I know.
No,
there's
just
Bubblegum
Tiv.
No,
Viking,
no.
the Carpe
There are
Diem, and
other
Dunspace.
people,
All
but
of
it's
them
all
there.
about me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
As always.
Well,
honestly.
you're Malkavian, so I mean, you bring the most entertainment.
I've been holding it under control. Like,
Not that Dunce's Nosferatu is not wonderful, because he is wonderful Nosferatu.
I'm not doing beer and pretzels Malkavian. I'm doing functional. Thank you.
Yes, functional. Functionally fun. Anyway, that's all the major spiels, so thank you everyone for joining us, and we'll see you all here next week. And Rachael will be back in a couple of weeks, and they hopefully rescue her character. Yay! Bye-bye!
If not, she's dead.
Yay!
Yay! And congratulations, everybody, on leveling up.
No.